Welcome to Hamilton Central Model Railway for this running session where we're just going to imagine that we're sitting at the station sometime in around about 2018 just watching the trains go throughout the day, and we'll also include some of the real footage that inspired the model footage. So the first one here is a Hornby Class 56 which I've sprayed across into the colas livery, and this is running the aviation fuel tanks from Grangemouth up to Prestwick Airport. Next train in is the commuter service running into Glasgow. The network around here is primarily dominated by electric multiple units, but this is such a beautiful model. It's in the Scotrail livery and it is a commuter service, so it really sits nicely on the layout. Next train through is the empty coaching stock for the Caledonian Sleeper. We used to get a variety of locomotives hauling this in 2018, and certainly this actual loco 90047 was a locomotive that I saw hauling empty stock through. This is the Bachmann Class 90. It was originally in rail freight distribution, but I've converted it across to Freightliner and to 047, which is the actual locomotive that I've seen running this kind of stock. Quite a regular locomotive service that runs through is the Royal Scotsman. Quite often get really light locomotives that will run up to collect the coaches at the Hamilton depot. This is the next commuter service running up to Glasgow, which is the Realtrack Class 156 in First Scotrail livery. Again, another beautiful model that just suits this layout in this station. About lunchtime now, and this is the Class 56 coming back from Prestwick, going back up with the empty tanks up to Grangemouth. And this is the Royal Scotsman coming back from the Hamilton depot with the empty coaching stock, and that would usually head over to Craigentinney for the next trip for the Royal Scotsman with passengers. Now got the mid-afternoon service returning from Glasgow and heading out either to Motherwell or Lark Hall, and this is the 158 that we saw earlier on. Now the Bachmann model is 158729, and this is an actual set that ran from the depot at Hamilton through the station earlier in 2023. And this is the Bachmann MPV in Network Rail, and this is a pretty common visitor through the station late afternoon during the autumn. Another commuter service, this is the Realtrack 156 coming back from Glasgow, heading into the station, and it'll head out again to either Motherwell or Lark Hall. By the end of the MPV returning, it usually goes up to Newton or Rutherglen, turns and comes back in the opposite direction to clear the other line. Now after dark, and this is the empty coaching stock, the multiple unit coaching stock heading back up to the depot. Next one through is the Network Rail train, which we used to see once a month, usually with a pair of Class 37s on it. Another 156 empty coaching stock heading back up to the depot. A bit of modeller's licence now. This is a beautiful Hornby Class 60 which I've renumbered across to 60040, which is one of the few Class 60s I've actually seen. And this is with a rake of Hornby TEA tanker wagons. It's a train we could imagine running through the station, again probably running from Grangemouth, maybe up to one of the Ayrshire stations.